Okay, now let's have a look at this gorgeous Biwa. Now, if you check out a recent video of mine, I just got back from the marketplace. This really cool market I go to, and this Biwa, I've bought Biwa from the same people a number of times over the years, and in fact, I haven't been to that market for years. And I was walking past, and I was like, and they were there. So cool. Well, it turns out that the Biwa itself was going for what we have here, Saman Gosen, which is about $350, and so I offered $300 Saman. I offered Saman $300, and there was like nothing doing for this one. They weren't keen for it, and I was sort of like, oh come on, you know. Or I didn't say like, hey, I've bought stuff from you before, but I was kind of querying it in my mind, like, oh geez, I wonder why they're not. And then all was revealed. They said, it's because of this. They included this. Now, Bachi is beautiful. This Bachi actually comes from this very piece, and they didn't have it out at the time, and they pulled this out, and they said this is why we have to stick with that price. Now, a Bachi itself. Actually, it just started raining, so a few minutes ago I had to bring everything in really quickly, and that's all right. Okay, just a bit of a splotch. Now, I ended up having to pay Samango Sen, but the thing is, with Bachi themselves, in fact, I've got a couple of others, and with Bachi themselves, like brand new, you're looking at about $300, the equivalent of about $300 for one of these brand new. So, you know, that's why. I mean, the Bachi are really expensive. Now, I do know the Dragon Biwa that I have. I've got 3 Biwas now for sale. The Dragon Biwa actually just had a shamisen Bachi with it. I just included that. But now what I'll do is I'll list these separately. And so if someone was to purchase the Dragon Biwa, for instance, they could also get themselves buy a Bachi for it, or just continue to use the shamisen one. But anyways, so yeah, I had to pay the equivalent of $350, and what I'm going to do, the strings are okay, but what I'm going to do is get some new strings. So let's see, the Dragon Biwa has new strings with it. The other superb Biwa has, that's got a Bachi there, that's got new strings also, and a few little bits of extras. In fact, the Dragon Biwa's got a few extras there too. What happens with when you buy new strings, the 2 lower strings are the same size, and in fact the strings themselves come in double length for the 2 lower ones, and so you basically end up with a couple extras there. So those Biwas there, and right, so I'll have to ask her, well, what I'm saying is, if you're going to purchase this one, give me a couple of days in advance. You don't have to, but I'll go and get some new strings. That's pretty much half a day for me to go and do that, and they're about $50. So, my price for this will be just excellent, you know, and it's a lovely piece. Let's see, it's just, I guess the only flaw, so it's an antique. I mean, this is probably, what is it? This is what, 100 years old, something like that. Little tiny nick here, a bit of worn there. But aside from that, it's great. I don't see any. Often you get cracks around this area here. There's no cracks in it. It's gorgeous, and the grain. It's just. That's a great piece. These are the bamboo tops on the wood. on the wood frets. You got wood frets, and then you got your bamboo tops on them. Often here at this point, let me just crawl the hand up there. Often this point here would be worn or damaged or something. Generally, you find that, especially something of this age, and it's great. So that's really something. I guess over the years, the pegs, right, that peg there, that one, they probably all would have had that white bit in there, and that is not to be now. But it's, for what it is, it's tremendous, and for the price, it's going to be beautiful. I mean, you even get a butchie, its own butchie with it, and look at the grain here. Isn't that good? So this is a nice piece. Now, in order to send it, what I have to do is disassemble it, which is very easy to put back together. Basically what happens is you've got your main body piece, then you've got your neck piece, and then you've got this, what do you call it, machine head piece there, and the pegs come out. And what I'll do is I'll number the pegs. So I'll go 1 from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so you can place them back in exactly the way it is right now. As I say, I will be including new strings with it, so if you gave me just a couple of days advance, which is not necessary, but that way I can I'll have the strings ready and have this packed and ready to go, just a bit quicker for you, that's all. So yeah, let's now that it's not tuned, I don't know tuning, it hasn't been, it's detuned, is it? I don't know. Yeah, they're not tight. I don't want to try to tune it because a D and an A and a C, they're all the same to me, so I end up just breaking all the strings. let's have a look at this. Do a bit of Hendrix. This camera back a bit because my the mic is so shoddy for this thing. It's just often you want to get a lot of vibration. That's what they tune them up, so they get a whole lot of vibration when you're working the frets, and that's really cool. Something like that. Let's just leave it to the expert, shall we? Hopefully the camera wasn't too close, because there's that really cool, you get that, you know, that vibratory sort of, that didn't sound too good, did it? That vibration of the strings, and that's really great to see the professionals do their thing. Right, so this is beautiful piece, and I'll put it up for, at least I should make at least $100 or $200 out of it, shouldn't I? I mean, after fees and everything, I have to put in the work, so I wouldn't mind keeping it for a while and playing it. Love it. Right, I'm an antique dealer. I have to learn to let things go. Alright, now what I'm going to do right now is I'll make a listing for these two other butchie, Biwa butchies, and so that generally they'd be like $300 brand new. So, and I'll sell them cheap. What I'll sell them for, 55 each, I guess. Yeah, that would sound pretty fair. Okay, that's that. I'm going to stop babbling, and that should be that.